Good morning. Hi guys, I see some people are already on. Hello, this is Looney. This is Kundalini Yoga. Let me see if I can do some straightening here. Okay, if you have a chat box available to you, please sign in, say hello, let me know who you are. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are all handling the continued quarantine and all the associated things with it well. Yoga practice helps, right? Kundalini yoga practice helps even more. If you've been practicing Kundalini yoga for a while, you know what I mean. It's just a little something extra that comes with the Kundalini yoga practice that helps you navigate the world a little bit more mindfully. Felicia McDonald, hello from Salem, Massachusetts. Welcome. I lived in Boston for 6 years before moving here to LA. I'm a New Yorker originally, so I miss the Massachusetts area. It's so beautiful. Welcome, Felicia. Anyone else available to chat in? Let me know who you are. We have a couple minutes before we get started. For the month of April, as I know it, I will be teaching this class every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. and then again tomorrow on Thursdays at 2:30 p.m. Then I'll have my own YouTube streaming class on my YouTube channel, Looney, on Saturdays at noon. And then I'll be back on the Yoga Works South channel on Sundays for level 1-2 flow class. You're doing great, Felicia. Good to know it. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like we got a few more people signing on. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Well, good morning for my West Coast friends. Good afternoon for my East Coast friends. If you don't already have it, please grab a pillow or a blanket to sit on. You want to make sure you have hip comfort. Today's class, we're going to be working on processing intense emotions. We're going to be working on the frontal lobe area, the frontal lobe of the brain. So we're going to be doing a lot of brain work, a lot of work in the upper triangle of consciousness, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th chakra. Okay, so we just have a few more minutes. For those of you who don't already know where to find me outside of Yoga Works, you can find me on my YouTube channel under Looney. You can find me on Instagram. My handle is Kundalini. And obviously you can find me on Facebook and my website, karalooney.com. If you're on my email list, you've received this week's new mantra, which will be the Laya Yoga mantra. If you're not on my email list and you'd like to get notified of the weekly mantra, please just email me at karalooneyyoga@gmail.com or jump onto my email list through my website at karalooney.com, and I'll be sure to send you this week's mantra and then all the mantras moving forward. All right, it looks like we have a good number signed on here. We have just about a minute before we get started. Please let me know if you have any questions in the chat box. Please let me know if you are new to Kundalini Yoga. Kundalini is a little different than your more accessible styles of yoga. It's basically energy work. We're doing what people do in martial arts and Tai Chi and Qigong, but we're doing this through yoga. So we're using the body, the breath, vibration of sound in order to move energy in the body and clear blocks and bring us to our most authentic selves. All right, Laura Burville, I'm so excited for this practice. Great, I'm glad to have you, Laura. Where are you coming from? Where are you chiming in from? East Coast, West Coast, out of the country? All right, we got some more people signing on. Let's see. All right, it's about 10:30. Anything that comes into the chat box? Laura from Hollywood. Oh, awesome. You're right in the neighborhood, so to speak. I'm in Manhattan Beach, so basically we might as well be a state away when it comes to traffic, but traffic's not so bad lately. Kundalini has been helping me so much during this time. You're not the only one saying that. Yoga practice in general, but Kundalini really helps you learn how to sit with yourself and clear a lot of that stuff that's been sitting with us. I don't know if you've heard the adage, you hold your issues in your tissues, and that is true. Any unprocessed energy that has made its way into our body through emotion, right? It's energy in motion. And when it loses motion, it gets stuck in the body, it's repressed as a block, and it's a repressed emotion. And so Kundalini yoga helps really move that energy and get rid of it, so you can really start to peel off some layers of repressed emotion, trauma, all sorts of things, and really start to get to the jewel of yourself. In today's class, we'll be focusing specifically on that. The focus of today's class is processing intense emotions. All right, so I'm going to slide back. If you have any other questions, please pop them in the chat box, and I'll address them at the end of class. All right. So, please find yourself a nice comfy place. This is Honey. And let's stop the music for a moment. Let's just connect to our breath. Palms face up on the knees, engage Gyan Mudra. Close the eyes. And draw those eyes up to third eye center. What this does, it stimulates the optic nerve and starts to activate glandular activity in the brain, right? And with long, deep breathing, we're starting to change the situation of the nervous system from more activated fight or flight into a more passive rest and digest, the parasympathetic nervous system. So before we tune in with the Adi mantra, let's just take a couple mindful breaths here, inhaling through the nose. And let's sigh this one out. 2 more. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Last time, in. And exhale through the nose. All right. Even that kind of transforms you, right? Settles you into a more grounded space. And let's rub the hands together, stimulating 72,000 energy channels. We call them nadis. They're also known as meridian lines. And when we stimulate the energy channels in this way, we're kind of waking up the energy body, right? You can also, if you desire, rub the soles of your feet together to accomplish the same goal. Let's bring the hands into the sternum, thumbs press in. Press the palms together into prayer mudra, and this helps us balance the right and left hemispheres of the brain. We're going to tune in with the Adi mantra. This mantra helps us create sacred space, both in ourselves, within the vibration within ourselves, and in the space that we hold, in the mind space as well. The sound is Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. You really want to allow the sound to vibrate through you. Really allow the rib cage and the skull to carry that vibration of sound so it can affect the physical body. The translation of this mantra, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo, is I bow to the divine teacher within. Calling on the spirit, the soul, we're moving beyond the constructs of the personality and tapping right into our true nature. We're also tapping into the ancient line of saints and sages who've been practicing this technology throughout the ages. Through vibration, we connect to them through sound. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. And inhale to begin the Adi mantra. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. 3 times through. Gurudev Namo. Om Namo 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 Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Suspend the breath. Engage root lock, third eye focus. Contain the energy long in the back of the neck. Exhale, release. Keep the hands at the heart center. Excuse me. Let's chant the Mangalacharan mantra. This is a mantra of protection. This is a mantra of surrender. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the mantra, just listen to it as a blessing. For those of you who are, we chant Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Take a deep breath in. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Ad Gure Name, Jugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Inhale. Suspending breath, root lock, third eye focus. And exhale, release. Palms face up on the knees. Eyes remain closed. For my new friends to Kundalini Yoga, we do practice most of the class in Kundalini Yoga with the eyes closed, absent any need that you have for balance, stability, and cueing. And the purpose for withdrawing the sense of sight is to gain an inward perspective. This introspection helps us gain awareness with what these methods of yogic technology do to affect our internal state. They poke, provoke, and activate, right? Certain things kind of poke the ego and make us kind of frustrated, agitated, want to quit, push our conscious limits or our boundaries. And when the eyes are closed, we can really maintain an experience and an awareness with this. When our eyes are open, we start to fix our focus on things, right? As opposed to keeping an inward focus. And let's just gently blink the eyes open for a moment. So we can start a little warm up here. And as I mentioned, today's class is on processing intense emotions. Let's bring the hands onto the knees and let's start Sufi circles. You guys can keep your eyes closed. I need to keep mine open so I can read some of my notes, but feel free to keep the eyes closed and just open your ears, listen to me, listen to the mantra music, and feel your way into your body. These Sufi circles help us ground our lowest energy center. They help us purify the internal organs. This is a method of churning and massage to remove stagnancies and energy blocks in the low 3 chakras. Those are our most dense chakras: root, navel, solar plexus. And while you're doing this, I'd like you to breathe long and deep in through the nostrils. Eyes are drawn up to third eye center. So through yogic science, when we're working with emotions and processing those emotions, we obviously use the body in order to clear the blocks within the physical body. But we also have to access the frontal lobe of the brain. Within the frontal lobe of the brain, we have our pituitary gland that starts to work in union with the hypothalamus gland, which sits more in the midbrain. And this is kind of the area where the Ajna chakra sits, that third eye center, the 6th chakra. This is our state of intuition. And within the frontal lobe, we have what's called the prefrontal cortex. And within the prefrontal cortex, thought can activate stress hormones just on their own. We don't actually need to be in a stressful experience. We can think about something stressful. We can fear the future, or replay dramas that have occurred in the past, or even watch violence on television or listen to an argument, eavesdrop on an argument. All of these things can activate stress hormones in the body, making the body think it's in danger, think it needs to fight, flee, fawn, faint, whatever. And repetitive thoughts of this type, even if the body is not in harm's way, even with these repetitive thoughts of this type, this chronic activation of stress hormones occurs within the body. Inhale, hold center, and exhale, reverse direction. And those stress hormones I'm talking about are cortisol, adrenaline, and norepinephrine. These are stimulating hormones within the body. And when we chronically produce those in the body, it develops sort of an addiction. We become addicted to that type of stimulation. And I think we're all kind of familiar with how that plays out in people's lives. We call them drama addicts, or overly confrontational people, or people who require high levels of stimulus to feel satisfied and stable. Right? These are people who tend to be addicted to stress hormones. And when we become addicted to these stress hormones and the methods through which those stress hormones are produced within thought, we create neural pathways in the brain. The brain more easily moves in the direction of that type of operation because it's habituated to do so. Let's inhale, hold forward, flex the spine forward. Exhale, round, tuck the tail. We're opening up the Sushmana energy channel here, moving energy through the central channel of the spine, lubricating the joints of the spinal column. Now, when we have these neural pathways and these habituations created in the body just based on thought, this causes an accumulation of tension in the muscles and the connective tissue within the body, right? Mind-body connection. And what that creates over time is what's called as body armor. There's a solidifying and a tension that's created within the body that is like armor. It's like steel armor. And it's hard to get into through massage or any other type of mechanism because it's been created in the mind, right? So any type of massage or trying to work through that body armor sometimes just really seizes right back up because of that habituation, because of that mind state. And this creation, this function within the mind and the body weakens our immunity. It impacts negatively our digestive process and our elimination process. It affects our ability to become sexually aroused, and it affects our organic function. A good example is, let's say, a woman who's very stressed out and really wants to become a mother and gets very stressed about getting pregnant and finds that she can't. And then maybe she adopts, and then miraculously she becomes pregnant afterward. When she's adopted, that stress of becoming mother has released, and then all of a sudden her body is allowing for that type of a thing to happen. It's just an example of something like that. And the frontal lobe stores emotional memory and habits of the emotional memory. So through Kundalini Yoga today, we're going to work on the body. We're going to get into the low energy centers by doing a little stretch pose and churning up some of that energy. And then we're going to work specifically with removing some of those stored memories and habits of the emotional memory that occurs in the frontal lobe of the brain, and loosen some of those connected emotional, cemented emotional connections, rather. Okay, let's take two more of these. 1 and 2. Inhale, bring the hands up onto the shoulders. Exhale, drop the shoulders down and away. I'm going to inhale, twist left. Exhale, twist right. Bringing out the low body organs, drawing that energy up into the heart center. Eyes are drawn up to the third eye center. And if all I've just described here is the way in which Kundalini Yoga can help us become, as I've mentioned before, the master of our own domain. We become our own therapist. We become our own doctor. We become our own chiropractor in many ways. And we become our own acupuncturist, because Kundalini yoga is working the same acupoints as acupuncture does, but through movement, not through needle stimulation. So although those people in our lives can be very helpful, we can also cultivate all of those same healing mechanisms within ourselves through the practice of Kundalini yoga. Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, cycle them down around the body. Let's do some auric sweeps. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Putting some pressure and release on gallbladder, on liver, on kidneys. Sweeping energy through the field around the body. We call this the auric field or the magnetic field. It is a very true and real thing. It's not just woo-woo yoga science. The more we move energy through this field, the more we work our internal system, the stronger that field becomes. You can also practice what's called auric color therapy by wearing white natural fabrics that helps reflect light and empower that magnetic field around the body. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 more warm-ups I'd like to do, one of which I'd like to warm up the shoulders because we're going to do some work with the shoulders today. So I'm going to take my hands into fists. I'm going to sweep my elbows up around my head, bring them back down, come back across, powerful breath through the nose. Clearing the energy around the arc line that runs from earlobe to earlobe for all people. And then women have an additional arc line across their chest from nipple to nipple. And this is an energy field that helps us connect with our offspring. Very cool. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Just 30 more seconds. Finding this very energizing in the heart center, in the throat center. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. And exhale, release hands, come down onto the knees. Before I have you guys come lay down onto your back, I want to just do a quick little recap of Breath of Fire for those of you who might be new. Usually, whenever we use it in a class, I discuss it and explain it just in case there's any new people on. Breath of Fire is a rhythmic pumping of the diaphragm in coordination today with a nasal breath, a breath through the nose. But I like to coach it to begin through the mouth because it helps you really employ that diaphragm. So I ask everyone to pant like a dog really quickly, meaning now, not rapidly. Okay, and now you may be able to go at a faster rate because of the intelligence you might have cultivated in the diaphragm. Or if this is fairly new to you, a slower process might be called for here. And then we're going to take that breath from the mouth and bring it to the nose. You feel me? Okay. Now let's come lay down on the back. I'm going to extend my legs out. And this is a really wonderful kriya to get the navel center and the solar plexus activated. And these are the energy centers we want to really activate here to loosen up any blocked energy. Because a lot of times we have blocked anger, resentment, all sorts of things that sit in this navel center that we want to process today, okay? And the lungs, by way of the pranayama, we can get rid of a lot of grief. So let's get in position. I'll show you some modifications after I show you the full expression of the pose. Full expression of the pose involves my lower back pressing down onto the mat, tailbone tucked, feet are lifted about 6 inches off the ground, the toes are pointed, my arms are reaching forward, and I'll begin breath of fire. Lots of engagement in the navel center. Modifications include hands coming under the pelvis to support a tender low back. And another modification includes one heel grounded and one heel lifted at a time. And you can either alternate or hold one or the other for an extended period of time. Now, women, if you happen to be pregnant or on your moon cycle, instead of doing that rapid pranayama, long, deep breathing instead, okay? And that's not going to modify or disserve you in any way. It's actually quite helpful. The breath of fire helps activate eliminative energy. And when you're either pregnant or on your moon cycle, you don't want to mess with those two types of energy, okay? So let's get in position, apply the modification if needed. And people who are pregnant or on your moon cycle, long, deep breathing, here we go. Eyes are open, looking at the toes. You're going to feel it, right? You're going to feel the legs, engage them. You're going to feel the burn. Push through your limits a little bit. Expand your boundaries. If you have neck challenges, head can be grounded. Ten more seconds. Stay with me. Inhale. And exhale, release. And just rest. Let everything soften. Maybe put your hand on your belly. Feel the pulse in the navel center. It's a wonderful indication that you've cleared and set the navel point. Although it's an uncomfortable exercise, it's a really good one to do as often as you can on a daily basis. Maybe once a day, if not even stretch pose, breath of fire is a wonderful thing to do regularly. All right, let's draw the knees into the chest and rock yourself up, seated cross-leg position. Now, the majority of the work today will be seated cross-leg, and the purpose of that is we're going to be really focusing on the upper triangle of consciousness, heart, throat, crown, third eye, and crown. So if at any point your legs feel a little restricted or constricted for sitting in a cross-leg position, feel free to shake them out. All right. Now, the first thing we're going to do is a little meditation called the frontal lobe tune-up. This is an exercise that helps us kind of develop the frontal lobe of the brain and clear some of those cemented emotional patterns. My arms are going to come out in front of me. My right arm, the palm stays up. My left hand, the palm faces down. Shoulders plug back. And try and keep those elbows nice and straight. So you really want to feel very solid, very strong, engaging the triceps and the biceps. Sitting up long through the spine, extend through the crown of the head, chin is slightly tucked to the chest. And we begin breath of fire through the nose. Eyes are drawn up to third eye center. You will experience sensations in the shoulders and the arms. Feel your way through it. Push some of those boundaries of resistance. That's what this is all about. Also employ self-love. You don't want to injure yourself. Sometimes it helps to mentally chant the mantra you hear, or mentally chant the mantra Sat Nam to keep your mind away from the thoughts and neutral in the operation of the meditation. Keep those eyes drawn up, third eye. Soft smile on your face if you can. Move through the uncomfortable. Keep that third eye focus. Let's go for 2 more minutes, guys. Stay with it. Make that breath sustainable, eyes drawn up. Stay in observance. Last minute. Ten more seconds. Take a deep inhale. Suspend the breath. Eyes drop. Third eye focus. Cannon breath out through the mouth. 2 more like that. Inhale. Suspend, root lock, third eye focus. Cannon breath out. 1 more time. And exhale. Palms face up on the knees and just sit in gentle meditation for a moment. Iyan Mudra. Long, deep breathing. See if you can feel a different sensation in the head. Highly oxygenated the blood and we've moved it through the body. With that eye focus, we directed the flow of energy up into that third eye center. So really paying focus to that frontal lobe of the brain. The opposite positioning of the hands is helpful for the right and left hemispheres of the brain. Okay, gently blink the eyes open. Now, as I mentioned before, in my last class, if you were in, sometimes, or maybe the class before that, sometimes we do some seemingly odd things in Kundalini Yoga that to a person who's looking to get a fit body through yoga may not necessarily understand. And the beauty is we do get a fit body through Kundalini Yoga. and even in a mechanism that seems a little bit more subtle and evolved. Because when we start to purify the body from the inside out through glandular stimulation, through organic release of toxins, and through the oxygenation of the bloodstream, we start to make the body operate much more efficiently than if we were just working muscle groups, right? So then, as a result of the purification and the internal health focus of the body by way of Kundalini Yoga, the muscles, the skin, the hair, the nails, the metabolism, everything starts operating, and you become healthy and fit much more effortlessly than if you were doing, power squats at the gym or something like that. So some of these activities may seem a little, at the face of it, a little odd and a little peculiar, but trust that there is some scientific purpose behind this and ancient yogic technology that supports this. And when it comes to the frontal lobe of the brain, we're going to be working all the way from the sternum upward today. The first exercise, eyes are closed, drawn up to third eye center, and we're going to crunch and release the forehead as rapidly and as consistently as you can. So my eyes are closed, your hands can be palms faced up in Gyan Mudra. And like I'm constantly raising and lowering my eyebrows, I'm creating stimulation in the front of the face and the upper region of the eyebrows and the forehead. So let's do that for a few minutes here. Just lift and lower the eyebrows, stimulating the front of the forehead. The ears may decide they want to get involved. The eye muscles may want to get involved. Just let them all join the party if they want to. Breath is self-regulated. There's no real directed process of pattern breathing here. Just breathe and focus all your energy on moving the forehead. And since this is sort of a harder experience than you would think, right? We could do it once or twice, but repeated for a few minutes at a time, the forehead starts to get a little bit fatigued. So try and go at a pace that is sustainable. Lift and lower, 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 lift and lower. Continue. Maybe follow the pulse of the mantra. Stimulating the frontal region of the face, activating the frontal lobe of the brain. Eyes continue to be drawn up to third eye center. Find that this mantra provides a really wonderful pulse through which to move the forehead. Notice your desires to distract yourself with thoughts, looking around, seeing what else might be on other channels. Stay committed, stay focused. You will thank me afterwards, trust me. Let's go for just 2 more minutes here. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. We're awakening and activating the third eye. So you will have likely a lot of intuitive hits today. And in order to create a relationship with your intuition, you have to follow it, right? Just getting those hits is an invitation to create a relationship. It's following what the intuition is asking of you. It's what's the hardest and most challenging part and the most solidifying part of that relationship. And the most difficult, right? Because in many times, logic and reason might direct us in the opposite way that the intuition is inviting us to go. Maybe try and experiment with going in the direction that the intuition guides you, even if it's a little bit outside logic and reason. Logic and reason are only two tools. Just tools. Alright, 30 more seconds with the forehead here. You guys are doing great. Keep those eyes at the third eye center. It's a little easier as you go. Keeping that root lock engaged. Got the muscles. Okay, inhale. Keep the eyebrows raised, draw the eyes strong up to third eye center, really creating tension up in that optic nerve. Keep the eye focus, exhale. Inhale. And exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. We're going to begin figure 8 circles in the head. So I'm going to roll back, tip the chin forward. And if you're having a hard time, it's really beautiful to think of a figure 8, right, as the infinity symbol. If there's any Stevie Wonder fans out there, remember how Stevie Wonder would move his head, right? It was like he was following some sort of directive from infinity in the way that he moved his head. He was downloading divine source creative energy. And that's what we're tapping into here. So moving the head in gentle figure 8s. And tap into your inner Stevie Wonder. Right? That beautiful, heart-centered, artistic, loving being. You should feel really nice in the neck. If you have any neck injuries, please be conservative in your movements. Be mindful. Keep those eyes drawn up to third eye center. And follow that infinity. Follow that infinity symbol. And again, you may receive some really intense intuitive hits. Keep the eyes drawn up, breathe, and follow that movement. Get beyond the self-analyzing, the judging mind that's wondering why you're doing this and if it has benefit. And just open yourself up into experimentation and be open to the benefits as they come to you. It requires neutrality and innocence to receive the benefits. The judging mind is a limiting mind. Eyes drawn up nice and strong. You may feel a change in your proprioception. Good. Let's go for 2 more minutes. Really lose yourself in this. Allow it to be, it's the word, hypnagogic. Almost right before you fall asleep, this sort of beautiful in-between state. Eyes drawn up. Good, minute left. Stay with me, guys. Keep those infinity circles in the head. Moving through the infinity symbol. Directing with the crown of the head. Eyes are strong up to third eye. 30 more seconds. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Eyes drop to third eye center. Whoa, that rush to the Ajna chakra is very powerful. You can feel it, hopefully. Keep the breath held, eyes drawn up. Exhale, keep the eyes drawn. Up to third eye center. One more breath, inhale. Suspend, direct. And exhale. Gently relax in meditation. And just focus all your energy at that third eye center. Some people report seeing colors. Having epiphanies, deep awareness, an out-of-body experience. Gently open your eyes. Ooh, how many of you guys feel like you might be on a different planet right now? I do. All right. Let's take some of that energy and supercharge it. So I'm going to take my hands into fists. Thumbs are on the outside of my fingers. And very powerfully, I'm going to bring my shoulders, my fists to my shoulders, and then extend them right back out. So it's kind of like a strongman bicep curl here. Eyes are closed, drawn up to third eye center. Inhale on the extension, exhale on the contraction. Go at your own pace. Going at my pace may not suit you. Go at your own if you'd like to go slower or faster. Powerful eyes drawn up to third eye center. Powerful breath through the nose. Stimulating the pituitary gland here. Lean into that discomfort that you may feel in the shoulders. Prevent the shoulders from creeping up toward the ears. Keep them down and away. Let's go for a minute longer. Keep those eyes up. Inhale. Suspend the breath, root lock, third eye focus, squeeze those fists, shoulders away from the ears. Keep the posture, exhale. Inhale. Engage, squeeze, and extend everything. Eyes drawn up to third eye center, extending through the crown of the head. Reach those arms and squeeze those fists. Keep the posture, exhale. One more time. And exhale. Palms on the knees. Relax and receive. Long through the back of the neck, allowing that energy to move up through the spine. Eyes are drawn to third eye center. Activating 6th and 7th chakra. Clearing those habitual emotional patterns in the frontal lobe of the brain. Feel the pulse of your heart. This rest period is important to allow the energy to assimilate in the new centers. Gently blink the eyes open. This is the last part of our Kriya. My arms are going to be extended at a 60-degree angle. My fingers are squeezing together. My shoulders are down away from my ears. So it's as if my wrists are kind of on a trajectory in line with my eyebrows. And I'm going to gently and kind of quickly just shake my head like it's on a swivel. Kind of gently shaking up the head and the brain, loosening up at the brain stem and that connection point to the neck. Eyes are drawn up to third eye center. And just shake, 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 nice and loose in the head. Eyes stay hyper-focused to third eye center. Breath is self-regulated. Just shake, 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 shake. This should actually feel really good. You may feel some release of tension in the neck. The muscles that surround the skull start to release. And some space is being created around the plates of the skull. Eyes stay drawn up to third eye center. And we're not shaking so hard that you're going to shake the brain inside the body. It's just little tiny shakes, rapid little movements. Nice and loose, no tension. Good. Stay with it. Keep those arms extended at the 60 degree. Let's do this for another minute. Shaking loose all those habitual patterns. Keeping those eyes drawn up to third eye center, stimulating pituitary, hypothalamus, and pineal glands in the brain. Nice, loose little shakes of the head. 30 more seconds. Nothing tense, nothing rigid, all very loose. All right, 10 more seconds. Keep going. And steady the head. Eyes drawn up to third eye center. Inhale. Suspend. Eyes drawn up. Root lock. Exhale. Keep the posture. One more time. Inhale. Third eye focus. Root lock. And exhale. Palms face up on the knees. Some of you may be feeling really, really high. It's really cool how yoga, a natural ancient technology, can bring us to elevated states of experience naturally by hormonal release and hormonal balancing. So you don't get that drop or that hangover like you do from substances outside of the body. It's a natural antidepressant, a natural mood stabilizer. Gently blink your eyes open. Extend your legs out. Come laying down onto your back. So gentle release the legs, especially if they're a little tight from sitting across like this so long. Shake them out. Reach yourself and tuck down so the spine goes down one vertebrae at a time. Palms face up next to the hips. Shoulders down away from the ears. Shake those legs out. Let them turn out natural. Chin is to the chest. Jaw softens. Tongue relaxes in the mouth. Ears fall back. And eyes fall back, sink back. And just marinate in that experience as a result of today's Kriya set. Don't allow the thinking mind to wrangle you out of the experience. Just stay out of the thinking mind and into the sensation of breath and the body. You stay laying down. I'm going to gently come over. Take your one last shake of the body, real loose, and let go of any tension. This crystal bowl is aligned with the key of C, which helps resonate at the level of the root chakra, clearing out any blockages and imbalances in that lowest energy center, bringing us to harmonized experience of safety, stability, security. Gently wiggling your fingers, your toes. Draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins and rock from side to side. And roll onto one side into fetal position. Use your top hand to push yourself up seated, cross-leg position. For those of you who are on my email list, you got emailed this week's mantra. For those of you who aren't and you'd like to be on it, you can email me at kundaliniyoga@gmail.com or jump onto my website and get on my contact list. This is today's mantra. Ek Onkara Satanama Siriwa Hey Guru. Okay? And this is a really powerful mantra to connect to intuition. This aligns really well with the Kriya that we did today, accessing the frontal lobe, opening up intuition, and processing out old emotional patterns that exist in that frontal neocortex. This is called the Laya Yoga Mantra. And the mantra again, Ek Onkara Satanama Siriwa Hey Guru. And the translation is there's one creator of all. All is a blessing of the one creator. The realization comes through the guru's grace. And we're talking about the guru's grace, your internal teacher, not some outside teacher blessing you. It's the internal guru, that within you that brings yourself, your evolutionary self, from the darkness into the light. It's your evolutionary process of awakening. The word Laya refers to suspension from the ordinary world. It fixes your attention and energy on your essence in higher consciousness without normal distractions and attachments having power over your reactive awareness. Again, this taps into what happens when we get kind of hijacked by our emotions. It enables us to consciously remember and experience the link between us and creative source energy. The mantra has a structure of 3.5 cycles in its spin. Ek Onkara Satanama Siriwa Hey Guru. Okay, so as you chant, envision it rising up the spine. This kind of coiled 3.5 circle is why often Kundalini is symbolized by a coiled snake. And you'll see that coiled snake be coiled 3.5 times. So this mantra is reflective and representative of that symbolism of how Kundalini energy rises through our being. It's really beautiful. Okay, so our hands are going to be in Gyan Mudra. Maybe rub the hands together to stimulate some energy in the hands, joining index finger and thumbs. Eyes will be drawn up to third eye center. And again, Ek Onkara. And every time you throw that at the end, you pull up that diaphragm. You kind of pull up your root lock and diaphragm, creating that stimulation of energy of prana and apana across the energy of the heart center. So Ek Onkara Satanama Siriwa Hey Guru. All right, here we go. Eyes drawn up. Follow my lead. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. Inhale to begin. Ek Onkara Satanama Siriwa Hey Guru. 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 Ek Onkara Satnama 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 Siriwa Hey Guru. Inhale. The Root Lock, third eye focus, shoulders away from the ears. Contain the breath and the energy. Direct it upward. And exhale, release. Hands come to the heart center. Close out with a blessing of the long-time sun, one time through. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the light within you guide your way on. We'll sing it one time through and close out with 3 long vibrational expressions of the mantra Satnam, declaring truth is my identity. Let's take a deep breath in to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Suspend it Bringing folded hands to third eye center, blessing that you'll be guided by intuition and have the wisdom and courage to follow it. Exhale, bowing forward. Satnam. Namaste. Blinking your eyes open. Inhale, rising up. Hope you liked that set, you guys. And again, pay attention to intuitive hits today and accept the invitation. Let me see if you guys have any questions or comments. Please let me know how you like that meditation and that Kriya today. It's a little out of the ordinary stuff, but that's what Kundalini Yoga is all about. And that's why we love it. My name is Kara Looney. You can find me on my website, karalooney.com. You can find me on my YouTube channel every Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon at noon, live streaming. And you can find me here on Wednesdays at 10:30, like today, tomorrow at 2:30, and then Sundays at 8:45 a.m. These are all Pacific times I've just cited. Let's see what we got here. And you can find me on Instagram at Kundalini. Yana, how do you keep your hair so nice while the rest of us are slobs and staying at home and hairdos? I wear my hair, and when I go to bed, I sleep and put it up in little buns on the side of my head, and it makes it wavy. I don't know. And I don't put products in my hair. Honestly, products kill your hair. It's a big marketing nightmare. Okay. Afi, Ayana, just a little thanks and prayer. Felicia McDonald, thank you. That was wonderful. Sunny, loved it. Laura, wow, amazing. I can't believe it's over already. Flew by. Great class from Brikas. Nicole, gratitude. Kula Yoga, awesome, thank you. Sunny, can you show us how to wrap a scarf in your hair like that? I can, but I only have, a certain block of time on this channel. Otherwise, another teacher needs to use it. So, Sunny, email me at kundaliniyoga and anyone else who wants that, and I'll make a quick video and send it to you. kundaliniyoga@gmail.com. Brikas wanted to know, for the laying positions, is it okay to use a pillow for your head? For sure. Brooke, that was amazing. Needed that. Love you. And honey, Brooke says hi. Jenna Demas, that was so powerful. Thank you. Isn't it a powerful set? Pay attention today, guys. Intuitive hits and your dreams tonight. And Jenna says, I look lovely. Thank you, Jenna. Tom Carlson, thank you. Satnam, you're welcome, Tom. Steph Ruler, thank you, Kara. I'd love to do this one again. Is it on your channel? I will put this on my channel. I will. It's going to also be on the Yoga Works LA South channel, but I create a link to all of my Yoga Works classes on my YouTube channel. So you'll have access to these moving forward. Sunny, you're welcome. All right, guys. It is our time for now. I hope to see you tomorrow at 2:30, the same bat time, same bat channel. Satnam, take care. Oh, let's see. Taya Nago. Kara, this is my first time tuning into one of your classes. Thank you so much. Your name sounds so familiar, even though I pronounce it poorly. I have experienced Kundalini Yoga for a few times. I loved it. Would love more of that. Thanks again. Stephanie with a big heart. Okay, see you tomorrow, guys, 2:30. And then Saturday at noon on my channel and Sunday back here at 8:45. Take care. Satnam.